Quick update on the tooling I've been working on for sorobandev.com, and specifically the remote interface. So Soroban RPC is great, but interacting with it gets a little tedious when you're using Postman and or curl. And so I started building this tool that allows you to interact with it from the browser. Okay, it doesn't have all the methods just yet, but it's getting to a point where it's becoming really useful in my day-to-day of interacting with Soroban. And so let's just go through some of these methods. Each method has a page with a description and the necessary parameters if there are any. So health, pretty simple. You get the response formatted. Now, one that's more interesting is get account. It has one parameter. It takes in an account address. So let me just grab one. Here we go. Let's call this method. We can see the latest sequence number, which we can include in a transaction if need be. Alrighty, so get latest ledger. This is a work in progress. Pretty simple to implement, but the next one is pretty interesting. So get ledger entry. This is how we'll read Soroban smart contract data as well as contract code. So let's first select contract code, and this requires a hash value for the contract. Let me grab that, and let's call this. So this gives me the XDR encoded WASM code. Let's try and get some contract data. Now I have a contract deployed, and I do have an ID for it. And let me grab it. And that contract stores a value under toggle. Okay, so let me call that. Now this is a valid XDR value for a Boolean, and my plan is to work on decoding these to make them more legible later on. Yeah, but so currently working with two types, and for the parameters, a couple of key types, simple and static, but so much more that can be done here. Network is a work in progress, and get transaction status. Well, we need a transaction ID. So let's go to another tool I've been working on, which is the contract deployment tool. And if we go ahead and let's say install a contract, it's going to give me a contract ID, and I can put this in here and call the method. So you can see this transaction was successfully executed and included in the ledger. All right, so that covers the remote tool. Again, it's a work in progress, but it's getting to a point where it's really, really useful. All right, let me know what you think. Thanks.